This playthrough is rated T for teen. Greetings and salutation, viewers. Vauldemare back here. The mail has come in, and this time it's the Amazing Spider-Man 2 for the Xbox 360. I played this quite a few years ago. Thought I'd tackle the second one, especially with the new, at least at the time of this recording, the new Spider-Man Homecoming is just around the horizon. Although, I don't know if these videos will come out by the time the movie does. I'm playing it basically before it, but anyway. Amazing Spider-Man 1, I played before. I thought it was an okay game, got a little repetitious, especially the open world stuff, but overall not a bad game. This one's also produced by Activision and made by Beenox, and they made most of the Spider-Man games, so you can tell that, I wouldn't say they're all been great, but they've been systematically decent, so they've never been, I've never thought them to be terrible, but I've heard mixed things about this one, so we'll see what happens. By the way, just to let you know, I have not actually seen the second movie. I know for shame, a nerd not seeing this other Spider-Man movie, but I heard it wasn't terrible, but I guess it just didn't do well enough to continue the series, and that's why Homecoming is now being done with a joint Sony and Marvel thing. But before we start, we can check the credits. We can check the manual, folks. Yes, in the day and age of books being gone, we can now check the manual inside the game. It's glorious in all of its laziness. Oh well, I mean, most people didn't read the instruction manuals to begin with, so I guess I can't really blame them for not wanting to put out a physical book for it. Oh well. Yeah, I don't really need to see that. We can also check the legal crap, because, okay, I mean, I know it needs to be there, but I've already checked all the settings I want, so I'll talk more about, like, what happened, the general idea of the movie and stuff like that. Obviously, I guess I won't spoil stuff ahead of time if you haven't watched the movie. I don't know why you're watching the gameplay of it if you haven't seen the movie. But although the last Amazing Spider-Man game took place after the movie, so it'll be interesting to see where this takes place, because I have a general census of what the movie was about. But anyway, I'll talk about that later. So anyway, before we start, basically choose our difficulty, hero, superhero mode. I'll just choose hero because that's average difficulty. So yeah, let's see what happens to a Spider-Man in this version with obviously not voiced by Andrew Garfield, but I think the guy who voiced the Spider-Man in this one has voiced Spider-Man in like almost every Beenox iteration of the game for the most part. The guy does a good job. The guy who does the voice acting for it. I always forget his name though, but at least if I'm correct in this assessment. But with great power, huh?
Hey, somebody stop that guy! He just robbed me! Hey, kid, a little help?
Not my problem.
Yeah, it sounds like the same voice actor.
Dude!
We're just gonna walk away. We're just like, it ain't my problem,
You don't
man.
care. Nobody cares till it's them.
True, true. Hasn't Andrew Garfield already gone through this
you look
whole
like
scene?
A sad little puppy.
Yo, buddy.
Okay.
Cheer up. We're gonna check out a killer band. You should come.
I guess we're interacting in the wonderless world of New York City. My joy and happiness. Huh.
Hey!
Oh, I see. Ah, we're having a
That sounded like a gunshot.
moment.
Uncle Ben!
Oh.
No, Uncle Ben!
You're not Martin Sheen.
Call an ambulance! Somebody help! Uncle Ben! Uncle Ben, hang on! Uncle Ben! Come on! No! Come on! Uncle Ben was my rock in a world where I couldn't count on anything. A world where my parents disappeared. Where a genetically modified spider bite turned me into something new. But now, Uncle Ben was gone. For his memory, for Aunt May, to make up for not stopping his killer when I should have, I had to become a man. Spider-Man. And I've done some good, put away a lot of bad guys. But I haven't found the man who killed Uncle Ben. Just one more empty space in a life full of them.
Yeah, it looks like it is voiced by the same guy who does all the other Spider-Mans, or at least the Beenox version of it, which is good so far. But we'll see where this story is going to go, because it doesn't seem like it's mentioning anything from the second movie, because the second movie had Electro in it. Norman Osborn's son Harry was going crazy in it. The movie tried to have like 20 different tie-ins to future movies. Even most normal Marvel movies don't do that. They have like maybe one or two mentions to the next movie, not like a billion offshoots, you know, despite the fact they could do that. But on the trail of a killer. So we're trying to actually find the guy who killed him. I forgot who his actual name is in the comics. He's actually his guy, but he gets caught like the very beginning of, I guess in this universe he doesn't get caught in the first.
The man who killed Uncle Ben is out there somewhere. Afterwards. And I will find him.
And I'm not even talking about the movie version of him. I'm talking about in the comics. He gets caught like right after.
I'll never stop looking for Uncle Ben's killer. Never.
Although if I remember correctly, he does become a. Doesn't he become like a type of villain later on in this series? Like some people decide to write the. Oh, okay, so we have to. Gotcha. So. Do we really have to like switch between hands to do this? Oh, all right. I guess that's fine. Guys, gotta use those shoulder buttons for something. All right. That's the same thing. I don't see why we're still doing that. We've already learned. We're just gonna have different modes. Okay. Yep. We know to do that. Oh. Okay.
All units.
Yeah, I'm pretty aware of that.
Park. We have a robbery suspect fleeing on foot. Male, Caucasian, blonde hair, sunglasses.
That fits the description of the guy who shot Uncle Ben. I better check it out.
Ah, where am I going? Ah, I think I'm so ill here. Oh, God. All right. I think it's because it's too dark. Spider-Man was never, despite the fact that spiders live in dark areas, or most spiders anyway, Spider-Man's mainly too bright to be a dark game. Or
hey, Larry,
movie.
these guns are heavy. How about a hand?
I set this gig up. That makes me the boss, and you the hired help. So shut up and put some effort into it.
Is that Travis Willingham?
The leader looks like the guy who killed Uncle Ben.
Sounds similar to him.
But I'm not sure. I need to get some pictures of him.
Yeah, at least
get a good look at this guy's ugly face.
Is that him? I'm gonna take a photo because I'm a reporter. Yay!
That's not who I'm after. What the?
Uh-oh. Spider sense is tingling. Oh, I have to look around. Okay. Who are we looking for? Oh, holy crap.
Glad I trusted my instincts.
What the? Black Cat?
Spider-Man! Hell with it, kill him!
Yeah, there was like a mini story in the first game where we helped we dealt with Black Cat. She never made an appearance in the movies.
Now I'm on to you.
Okay, so this is basically a fighting tutorial. Okay, that's fine.
How bored I am. You're starting to get
Is it gonna let me? Oh, okay. Oh, now we can fight? Okay, good.
Nothing. It's time, pal. Don't try that at home.
Don't give him enough time to frickin' say his lines. Yeah, let's just take care of all these D-bags, as it were. Yeah, I wonder what Black Cat's up to this time. Obviously, he's up to anti-hero good. I think that's Travis Willingham, but I could be wrong. There are a couple of anime voice actors who sound really close to Travis.
I tell you, you have other options in life.
Signature move. Is that a spider sting
and
attack?
The judges give Spidey a perfect score. Okay, the judges.
Yeah, at least the voice actor keeps the enthusiasm for the most part.
Let me see your hands.
See?
Huh. It's your lucky night. You're not the guy I'm after. Unless you had a tattoo removed.
No, man, no. I'm afraid of needles. And heights. So how about let me down, huh?
Relax, you're fine.
What?
Until the webbing dissolves. But, you know, the cops will find you by then.
Please, what do you want? Maybe I can help you find who you're looking for. Just put me on the ground, yeah?
Guess the jails all have the same fashion magazines, because there sure are a lot of criminals who look like you. I'm trying to find this one.
Yeah, I seen that guy.
Oh.
He sells guns to my boss, Herman Schultz.
Lying will not improve my move.
Yeah, I swear. Mr. Schultz is doing a deal right now. Look, I don't know if it's with him, but he's buying enough firepower to take on an army, man.
Army? Which army?
The Russians, man. They arm up, we arm up. Scary times, man. You gotta be ready for anything, you know what I'm talking about?
Tell me where to find Schultz, okay? Maybe I'll upgrade your accommodations to a fire hydrant.
Yeah.
What do you say? Sounds pretty cush.
Yeah.
Huh? Got a deal?
If I remember correctly, Herman Schultz is the name of the Shocker in Spider-Man. Like I said, I do like Spider-Man a lot, but I'll admit I am not an expert on Spider-Man lore. I mean, there's more comic book fans out there that know a lot more too. Okay, gotcha. This is how to just like rush through areas. I see. So you can just, so if you're good at it, you can just like web rush, or web rush to locations quickly. Okay, that makes sense.
Gotta head to that construction site if I'm gonna find this Herman Schultz guy.
All right, we can do that. I'm not gonna hurry. I'm just gonna swing because that's just more easier. But yeah, Herman Schultz, I believe, is the Shocker. One of the more B-class villains of Spider-Man, but still. Apparently he's supposed to make an appearance in Homecoming as one of the attached villains to the Vulture, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets portrayed in that one.
Now that the cops crack down, every crew in the city's running low on guns. This'll give us a hell of an advantage.
You mean us? Surrender the guns and maybe you live.
Come get them, punks!
How about I take the guns? I don't think you guys are qualified to use them responsibly.
Did he yell that, or was he just pretending?
Only die!
Okay. Only die, huh? Ah, Russians, you're generic villains since the 80s, since the Cold War. Actually, technically since the 60s. Or no, 50s, because that's right, it was after, the Cold War started after World War II. Okay, anyway, since the 40s. There you go. Alright. Open, hold it. Oh, okay, gotcha. Did I miss that up?
Said money, glamour, power.
Oh, okay.
Any
So do
second
we
thoughts?
highlight them to attack? Okay, I think I get this. Okay, so you press and hold it to get there, and then we can attack normally. And then if we're about to get attacked... Okay, I think that makes sense. Obviously, danger sense whenever they go red or he has his little thingies. You know, the danger sense is kind of OP when you think about it. Basically, your innate ability to basically just figure out when danger's coming. Sure, there's ways around it, but that's... Fighting's okay, for the most part. Okay, am I supposed to actually destroy the cart? Oh,
We're all
okay,
better off if no one gets their hands on that
Gross.
ammo.
I think I can kind of just tell
Maybe
where
I
they're
can sense where the other ammo crates are.
Oh. Oh, it's inside. Oh, okay. God, it's so dark. It's hard to see, really.
Service here is terrible. I demand to speak to your manager.
Mr. Schultz, don't worry, he'll find you.
You will he? I'm the Spider-Man. Radioactive blood and all that, you know. Spins a web any size, you know. Hey there, I'm the Spider-Man.
2 down.
Sorry, I
Let's
don't.
go for the hat trick.
I don't remember the full words to the song, I'll admit. Spider-Man. Okay. Spider-Man. I remember more Spider-Pig more than anything. I'm just kidding. So, okay, seriously, get it. Okay, hold on. Come on. Is it just gonna be easier just to web rush over there?
I can't work
That's
under
almost a
these
bad sign
conditions.
that you need a
Your
button
breath
to get past your confusion over swinging around. Like I said, Beenox tends to do solid work for the most part. It only changes really when obviously they either change members or you know, lack of funding in some
This
parts,
is why they
'cause
never
still
invite
get
me to
funded by
gang
Activision a lot of
I
times.
ruin all their fun.
Of course, now the next Spider-Man game is going to be done by Insomniac. The one based off Home.
Ah, you must be Schultz. Your goon said you were ugly, but whoa! He was being charitable.
Think you can take me, huh, freak? Well, I'm not gonna make it easy for you.
Oh, come on. All your friends did.
You just bought yourself a ticket to hell!
Oh no, I'm so scared. Not.
You're gonna pay for that, bug!
Hey, will you be
I do
my
like the
arch
fact
enemy?
that when they... I even like the way he has that powered suit like the Shocker. He probably becomes him later in the game, or as a side quest, or maybe the story. It's hard to say.
I'm begging you, man. Look, don't kill me like the others. We can make a deal.
Others?
Yeah, I've got money, guns. Just tell me what you need, huh?
I hear you do business with this guy.
Sure. What do you want to know?
There's a conversation system? Well, I doubt it's anything like big. Actually, the previous one had this conversation system, didn't it? Now that I think about it. Obviously not anything crazy, so... I wonder if they were forced to do that. It's like, Walking Dead's popular. Maybe we could do it. What does the tattoo signify?
The tattoo.
Jerk.
What does it mean?
It's a gang thing.
There aren't any gangs using that symbol.
Only a few people have it. Means he's a specialist. A guy who can get you anything you want for the right price. And he'll kill anyone who gets in his way, huh?
Yeah. I already knew that.
Wasn't the original idea of the murder of Uncle Ben it was just supposed to be some dude who did it because that's how violence and crime works? It was the same idea with the Green Goblin. The Green Goblin was supposed to be some unknown dude that even if you found out if he was unmasked in the comics, he was supposed to be just some generic guy that Spider-Man didn't know because it was supposed to be the same thing. Violence and crime sometimes just doesn't tie in. It just happens to people, but... And drama, and yada yada yada. Anyway, tell me the gang war.
Why can't you and the Russians play nice?
Huh? Are you kidding? After what they've been doing to our people, then my guys feel like they have to escalate. You know, it's bad for business. But what are you gonna do, huh?
Stop it, and you're gonna tell me how.
I'm not sure you can. You ask me, it's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better, huh?
Now, Spider-Man isn't very threatening. He's not like Batman. Of course, Spider-Man isn't supposed to be Batman. That's why he's a different type of character you can like. Not that I don't like Batman. I like Batman. But, you know, Spider-Man has his own charm. Anyway, Ben's killer. Where are the drugs?
Man in the picture,
I mean,
huh?
Carradine. Don't know if that's his real name, huh? He sells guns without those annoying background checks.
Where do you meet him?
I mean, it's different each time. You put the word out you want to make a deal, he calls. Always on a disposable cell phone. He's a real paranoid fella, you know? Yeah, he must have a guilty conscience. Come on, we got a deal?
Oh, I guess finish the conversation as in finish your life.
You want the guy in the picture, huh? Look for a gun dealer in Alphabet City. Okay, he goes by Carradine. I think I got his latest number here in my phone.
Wait, don't! Stupid! I was so desperate for answers, I let him play me like an amateur.
Way to drop the ball on that one, Spider-Man. You let the Shocker get away. I mean Herman Schultz, because he's not the Shocker yet. Not yet. I don't know if he comes to the Shocker in the. Oh, I'm sorry, my ear itches. I don't know if he comes to Shocker in the game or whatnot. I'm kind of interesting where they're what type of story, because it sounds like they're not doing if they are tying into the movie, it's not exactly, you know. They might be doing like what the previous game did, where they're just it's either taking place before the movie or after the movie, or maybe the movie takes place during the middle of it. Who knows? So maybe we won't see who's the guy who played Electro in the movie? Jamie Foxx. That was a weird choice. Not that Jamie Foxx can't act. I was just like, really? That's one of those things, you know. So, all right. Well, looks like we've got ourselves a mystery on our hands, trying to find Carradine, the man who murdered Uncle Ben. Will Spider-Man get revenge on Carradine for what he's done, or will he be his good old friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Find out next time in the next episode of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.